Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Varsity girls basketball game against the Beal City Aggies. Cade Weaver is joining me tonight, and I am Thomas Maloney, and I'm going to be your play-by-play for tonight.
And I'm going to be your caller. And before we start this game off tonight, we will be doing the national anthem here. So we will be back in just a moment.
That's right, folks. We just had some technical difficulties, and that was all sung by people here in the stands.
That just shows how prideful we are of the great country we live in, the United States of America. I am, for one, a patriot. I don't know about everybody else, but that was fantastic to feel welcomed almost. It was really cool.
That was, no, I definitely agree. Like, that's something that you do not usually see nowadays.
Mm-mm.
And, like, I thought it was pretty decently loud as well.
Yep.
Like, I thought it'd be quiet. That was good.
It was.
Way to show our country. Right now, they're just doing the starting lineups for both these teams. And we're about to get going in a second. And we'll see you then. It's time for some ball. Here we go, peoples. Cade, what are your predictions on this game?
Well, coming off a loss from Manton, Our Lady Ramblers, I think they're coming to this game for some redemption, I think they're coming to prove themselves. As Isabel Roosevelt goes off for the tip, and it's recovered by the Beal Aggies.
Beal for three, no good. Rebounded by Brecken Cotter. She gets it to Peyton Grant. We're going. Grant gets it to Roosevelt. And we're going to get a travel call right there. Not sure once again, but, like, I can't see from up here. There's just some things that we can't see, but the refs have a better view down there.
They do, they do, they do.
Leading up these Varsity Aggies is Leopard. Leopard going. Tight D. Gets it down low to number 11. Locke. Locke puts up no good. Rebounded by Kate Crick. She gets it to Peyton Grant. Peyton Grant gets it to Isabel Roosevelt. Roosevelt to Eisinga. Down low to Roosevelt. Not quite there. Pivots in. Gets the bucket to go. Nice move right there.
That was a great move. Making sure to stay right on your feet, getting the 2.
And just coming back to the bucket, sometimes that works. Like, got caught off guard on the pass, the defense, and just goes right in. Leopard kicks it out to number 5. Longton misses. And now McBain with the ball once again. Grant leading it up. Going in. Puts a shot up. No good. Rebounded by number 5, Longton. Beal moving the ball. Gets it to Leopard. Number 11 shoots it in the corner. Locke. No good. Rebounded by Grant. Peyton Grant going. Eisinga with it. Gets it down low to Grant. She tries to pass it to Roosevelt. It's tipped and goes out of bounds. It's going to stay down low. McBain ball. Now, Kate, it's already been 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'd say it's going pretty fast, but just not a lot going on.
Well, both sides have been going back and forth, it seemed, right, between just these 2 minutes. I mean.
Yeah, I just feel like it's almost more of a defensive game right now.
It is. Both teams are just on each other. Like right here.
Well, Longton just loses her dribble, pass it back in to save it, but McBain gets it. Peyton Grant going up the court. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by no one. Gets tipped out of bounds, but they're going to say it stays as McBain ball.
I mean, back to what I was just saying. I mean, it's been back and forth. I mean, both sides of the ball for both teams have mostly just been defense. I mean, the defensive side of the ball so far is what's keeping each team's head above water right now.
And there has been some shots that have gone up, but like
they just weren't able to make it in there.
Yeah, and the defense has just always also been there.
Yep.
Roosevelt gets a tough rebound right now. And now Peyton Grant leads it up the court once again. Doing some moves. Gets it to Eisinga. Eisinga dribbles in. Gets it to Kate Crick. Crick going in. They're going to get a foul on the ground. And it's going to be Rambler ball underneath.
It's good movement by Crick. They're trying to dodge the defender just to get away and try and get open enough to be able to pass in for Eisinga for the 3. I mean for the 2. But unfortunately, the hole did not open up, and instead she ends up getting fouled.
Overthrown on the pass. And it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be Aggie's ball. And right now, I think both these teams off to a little slow start offensively right now.
Yep.
And it just seems like more of a little defensive game as of right now.
Well, with the defensive there, it's just that's like the main key contributor here so far for both teams. It's just defense, defense, defense. I mean, when there's little offense, you're just going to have back and forth constantly.
Shot is up by Lebert. And it is out of bounds, and it's going to be McBain ball. But, like, as we said a few times now, there's been some shots that have gone up and just, like...
They just weren't able to go in.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe there's a lid on these baskets right now.
There might be. There just might be some bad luck hanging around.
And steal right there. Chelsea Eisinga fighting for the ball, but Leopard's going to get it off a pass. She's going now. Gets it back to number 20. That's going to be Salisbury. She puts it up, and it's good.
And now we're tied here, 2-2.
And just some tough defense, but, like, right there, they tied it back up.
It's starting to come off like almost like the Manton game. Both teams are both here defensively.
I agree. Right there, like, right now, we're fighting for some rebounding.
Right, and with it being that way, the score, we're tied right now. It's not far apart at all. Nobody's taken a tremendous lead yet. It's just very back-to-back ball right now.
And right now, like, the Aggies just subbed in, I believe, 2 or 3 new people. Maybe just trying to get the offense going, maybe. Like, because right now it looked like just the starters weren't able to score. And I feel like that's what the problem was last week for this McBain team. They just couldn't score as well.
Right.
And I didn't see most of the game, but I know that we struggled with scoring for the last few minutes of the game.
We did. It's looking like from the Manton game to this game, though, our girls have gotten better, obviously, at moving the ball and trying to get into the paint and on the outside of the three to be able to get open enough to shoot it. It seems there seems to be more communication, and that's what's bringing this team to be here today and what they're doing right now. I mean, now we have a senior back in who wasn't starting last game, Brecken Gildy. Very strong senior. And right there, we just had Caitlin Crick with the 3, making it 5 and 2.
And a nice shot right there by Kate. Just getting some points on this team and trying to just get this mental game up for the Ramblers. And I do want to apologize to Brecken Gildy. I said Brecken Cotter earlier, but there is 2. So I'm sorry.
It's all right.
And we're going to get a 3 seconds in the box, and it's going to be Rambler ball.
And right back to what I was saying, when you have these strong seniors leading your team like Brecken Gildy and Caitlin Crick, whose first year actually is for McBain Ramblers Sports, and when you have these 2 leaders seniors, it can show those younger players some tricks up their sleeves, and it can show them how you have the grit, really, to play the sport.
And no, I definitely agree. Like, it definitely will help Peyton Grant and Ayla Ferdine, the 2 youngest on the team. And Peyton, she already starts, but, like, once she's a senior, like, they're going to expect her to be a leader, of course, like, as she's already been starting.
Well, what's great about Peyton Grant here, she's surrounded by all these amazing seniors and upperclassmen to learn from, and she can have multiple games under her belt. I mean, right now she's double teamed, and she's moving like crazy to try and get the ball.
That's just what she does. She gets it to Brecken Gildy. She shoots it. No good. Tries to get her own rebound, but it's going to be a foul, and it's going to be Beal City ball. And still not much scoring, 5-2 with about 2 minutes and 45 seconds in the first quarter. And it's just been really, really tightly close game so far.
It has. Both of the teams were almost like made for each other almost. I mean, especially for tonight, they're both really close in scoring. And as far as the defensive, as I said again, they're even closer now. But as far as the defensive side of the ball, it's just been there all night for both sides. It's been tons of defense. And the offensive side seems to be picking up here a little bit on both sides. So for the rest of the game, I guarantee it's going to be very interesting.
Well, we are going to get a timeout by Coach Carl Daddy. And I believe right now he's going to tell his team, we got to slow it down a little bit. Right now, we're speeding things up. We're out of control, and we got to establish our offense and just be able to score. And he's saying we have the talent. I know you girls have it in you, and let's go out there and perform.
Yep.
For Beal City, their mentality right now is almost like the exact same thing though as well. We got to go out there offensively. We got to show them how to do it, and we got to continue to play our defense.
You do, and that's the one thing. You want to make sure you're putting 100% effort into it. And as far as the defensive level goes, if they can keep dialing it up, that's what's going to bring this game to a close. And that's what's going to win your games is when you're playing 110% on both sides.
Right now, they're trying to double-team Peyton Grant, and we're going to get a foul right there. Isabel Roosevelt takes the ball and just a little reach right there. That one's on number 3, Maya Scully, who is a sophomore for the Aggies. And they have a pretty young team. They have 0 seniors on this paper is what it says. And that's always tough because then you don't know who the leader is.
Right.
And, you don't have, a really well-established player yet.
And that's when the team really has to come together and communicate and play together.
And right there, we just get a really nice basket A nice pass from Kate Crick to Isabel Roosevelt down low, getting another 2 points for the Ramblers. And now Kate Crick gets a steal. She goes up, and the layup is good. And now we're getting a timeout by the Beal City Aggies.
And there's the morale boost that McBain needed there. Fantastic steal and fantastic score by Roosevelt and Crick. When you get those moments like that, that's what brings the team together. Like I said before, last game actually with the JV, once you get these momentum boosters, your game will just go up from there.
No, I definitely agree. And right there, those last 2 plays just really helped their confidence in the McBain team. And that's going to help them so throughout this game. And they got to keep this up in order to keep their mentality good and just keep playing good.
Yep.
And Beal City just kind of off to a little slow start, but they haven't played terrible. I mean, they're there, and this is still a long game to go. And all they got to do is they just got to score. That's what it looks like the struggle's been.
We will see as the events unfold here with 1:47 left in the first quarter.
Taking up now for the Aggies is going to be Lauren Gross. But we're going to get a little something. And we have a technical foul.
I'm unsure what happened there.
I don't know either. I didn't see anything. I did not see anything. But Beal City is going to shoot free throws right here. First one is up and good. And that really just helps this Beal City team score.
It'll for sure bring up their morale boost, like I said before. When you get those morale boosters, it'll help you go a long way. And she may have missed her last one, but she still made her first, bringing the score 9-5. That tells this Beal City team, all right, we're even closer now. Let's start getting points here.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't see at all what happened.
I didn't either.
Like, I don't know what happened on the technical. But back to the game. Number 4, Thielen's going to be taking it up. She gets to number 20, Salisbury. To number 5, Longton. Thielen back. Now it's to Dodak. Back to Longton. She's going in. Gets it out to Thielen. Thielen driving. We're getting a foul right there. Not sure who it was on. Looks like it's going to be on number 5, Peyton Grant. And just like it looked like a second late, as I've seen a few times in these past 2 games.
And that's where it goes back. Every second matters. If you're a second too late or if you're a second too early, it can be a big change of events. Like right there, that's how you get that foul. You're just a couple seconds late.
Beal City ball. Passing in. Number 20, Salisbury. She gets it back from her teammate. Tries to pass it to Dodak. It's stolen by Shanna Maloney.
Good job to Maloney there.
She gets it to Peyton Grant. Grant making some moves. Going in. Gets it to Roosevelt. Grant in the corner. No good. Short on the 3 ball. Maloney puts it up. No good there. And it's going to go out of bounds from Beal City. McBain's ball underneath. About a minute to go in this first quarter. And we're just trying, both these teams kind of struggling offensively, just trying to set up anything. Number 11, Locke with the ball. She gets it to Longton. Longton to Dodak. Stolen by Peyton Grant. About 40 seconds left. Gets it to Isabel Roosevelt. Down low, Peyton Grant wide open. Easy 2 points right there.
That's an awesome duo right there between Roosevelt and Grant, just making sure to communicate, not even verbally, just watching where each other is and finding each other.
Yeah, I'm not sure who set the screen, but that screen was perfect.
It was.
And it was right on point, just setting up the play perfectly, allowing Peyton Grant to be wide open, getting the easy 2 points. 5 seconds left in the first. Trying to shoot. Throws up a long three, no good, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Your score, McBain 11, Beal City 5.
I mean, not tremendously, like a huge gap like the JV girls was, but McBain still got a good lead ahead of them with 11 and 5. Now, if McBain can keep their pressure up, if McBain can keep their pressure dialed up here in the second quarter, that's what will let them succeed far.
And I just got news that the technical was they had 6 players on the court on accident, and that was what the technical foul was. And I didn't fully see it because I was mostly focusing on like where the ball was. And I just kind of like talking in the zone, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you're announcing, you just get in a deep zone where like you just don't stop.
Right. I often have that problem a little bit.
No pun intended, but you kind of ramble on.
Oh, I do. I am a rambler, for example. But thank you to Mrs. Roby for letting us know about that technical. We appreciate it.
And we're going to be back to the second quarter action now. And this is about to be the start. And we're going to see who's going to come out right now with some energy and just is ready to fight. Because so far, both these teams have looked equivalent in just about everything that they've done. Taking up the court is Lauren Gross for the Aggies. They're trying to set up the play. She's driving. She gets it to number 2, Vakari. Back to 20. Gross goes in. Layup is good. Correction, that was Salisbury. And that was just a nice little drive right there by her. Grant gets it to Roosevelt. Elena Isengug back to Grant. Roosevelt down low, puts up a 2. She gets fouled. They're going to say a push in the back, and she's going to shoot 2 right here. You want to elaborate on just like that little stoppage right there?
I do. Right there, with the foul right on Roosevelt, that will give the Ramblers a little bit of a push here as she makes the first. And now if she does make the second here, that'll put the Ramblers even farther ahead. But recently with the Aggies, making that last layup there, that really boosted up their confidence and to keep going and driving in. So it'll be interesting to see what will happen.
Leppert tries to get to Salisbury. She saves it. It goes off of Kate Crick's knee, and it's going to be Beal City ball. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to do that a lot. I see a ball go to bounds, I try and chase it. I just chuck it at whatever I see. I either chuck it at a teammate or I chuck it at an opposer, and I chuck it at them, and I make sure it goes out of bounds. And it works, so I do it all the time.
It does.
Lock with it now for the Aggies. Gets it to Leppert. Leppert going. Tight D. Gets it to Salisbury. Salisbury back to Locke. Locke for 3. Deep. High ball. Gets it to Grant off the rebound now. Maloney back to Grant. Tries to pass it down low to Roosevelt, but it's stolen by Salisbury. Salisbury going in. Kicks it out to number 10, Gross. She gets it to number 24, Leppert. Lakari with it. Back to Salisbury. Salisbury shoots. No good. Rebounded by Peyton Grant. Crick with it. Stolen by Salisbury right there.
Good steal by Salisbury there, keeping a level head as the ball's being passed around.
Leppert going. Not there. Throws up a shot. No good. But they get the rebound back. They're going to say foul. It's going to be on blue. And now it's going to be McBain ball. And just these last few, almost like this last minute actually, there's just a lot going on.
There is.
And I mean, they were just struggling just to do anything offensively and defensively. Just couldn't quite do anything, honestly. And now just a little bit of confusion right now with the talking. Just trying to break the press. And it's stolen by Longton. She gets it to 21. Johnson to number 4, Thielen. Thielen goes in, kicks it out to number 24, Leppert, 4-3. In and out. That's unlucky. Eisenga with it. She gets on the ground, gets it to Ayla Ferdine, to Grant. Grant going. Puts up a 3 in the eyes of the defender. No good. Rebounded by Leppert of Beal City.
In and out again, back to back on both sides. It's very interesting to see when the ball goes in and out at the same time.
And right now, just unlucky for both of these teams. Just not able to get the go. And right there, a big steal by Elena Eisenga. She's going down the court. Puts it up, is blocked. Number 21, Johnson, gets it to Salisbury. And now she's going up the court for the Aggies. Salisbury with it, trying to drive. Gets it to number 24, Leppert. She's going. To number 4, Thielen. Thielen going. Kicks it out to 21, Johnson. Johnson puts it up, and it's good. And that closes the gap a little bit, making it 13-9 now in this ball game.
It seems to be Beal City's getting a little bit of their mojo back as a travel gets called on Crick. But it seems Beal City's building up momentum again to try and come back from this deficit here in the first quarter and a half here. With 13-9, and now Beal City gets the ball again, it'll be very interesting to see what will happen.
Back to the game, Thielen leading the offense of the Aggies. Gets it to Leppert. Leppert going. Passes down low to Longton, puts it up, and they're going to say foul. And they're saying a push right there on Maloney. And now she's going to shoot 2 right here. First shot is up and good. Here goes the second shot. It is up. And it is good. And as I've seen so far in these past 2 games, is I've seen that Beal City has definitely practiced their free throws a lot.
They have. And free throws oftentimes do decide games. Like right now, it's only a 2-point difference in between the 2 teams.
And they're just trying to run the offense right now for McBain. They've just been struggling offensively overall. And they just really can't get anything to go. It's going to be stay as McBain ball. And a little substitution here for the Ramblers. Checking in is Brecken Gildy for Caitlin Crick. Eisenga gets it. Kicks it out to Ferdine. To Grant. Grant setting up a play. Gets it to Maloney. Maloney drives. Kicks it out to Eisenga. That's Elena. She tries to get it down low, but it's stolen by Leppert. Leppert gets it to Thielen. Thielen going in. Drives. And they're going to say something.
Travel.
He didn't signal it. I'm pretty sure it was travel.
Yep, that guy did though, however.
Oh, I didn't see him.
I did catch the back guy.
I'm pretty sure it was travel anyway.
Yep.
So I was going to say travel, but.
With the travel there, McBain will get the ball back.
Just trying to add some things, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, no, I get it. Don't worry.
Verdeen going, spin move right there, snapping the defender's ankles. Maloney going back to Verdeen. Verdeen goes in, gets it to Grant. Grant brings it back to the top of the key. Gets it to Isinga. Isinga tries to get it down low again. It goes off the foot of the defender, out of bounds. Peyton Grant throwing it in. Maloney, wide open jumper. In and out once again. And I don't even know how many times that's happened tonight, but
it's crazy. These hoops are there's something going on with these hoops. I don't know what it is, but
there's definitely been a lot of stuff going on. A little miskey right there by Beal City, and it's going back to McBain.
Now, if McBain can get down there and get a 3 or a 2, it'll help. It'll help tremendously. Here we got 2 minutes and 48 seconds before we go into the half. If McBain can further themselves from Beal City and further the score, that'll help them better going into halftime.
Verdeen leading the way up the court. Gets it to Grant. Grant trying to set up the play. Gets it to Verdeen. She gets it down low to Gildy. Gildy puts it up, rebounded by Maloney. Maloney puts it up, no good, and it's rebounded by Longton of the Aggies. But the pass goes out of bounds, overthrown, and it's going back to McBain.
Right before then, that was great effort there by Maloney, trying to get it right back up there after getting that tough rebound. But unfortunately, with the Beal City's miscommunication in their pass, that brings McBain right back to Beal City territory.
But, like, still, though, this hoop is just, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something going in, I don't know. Lots of shots have been, they looked really good, but they're just not going in right now. We're going to get a foul right there as Elena Isinga just tries to get on the ball, but kind of just toppled over from the Beal City defenders. And we're going to get a little new substitution right here for the Ramblers. Checking in is Chelsea Isinga, Kate Crick, and Isabel Roosevelt. Grant passes into Chelsea Isinga, but they're going to get a little fighting for it down low. They're going to call a jump ball, I think, and it's going to be McBain ball underneath once again.
If McBain is keeping the pressure here right below Beal City's basket, if they can just dial up this pressure a little bit more, it'll eventually lead to some points here.
Crick. Oh, my goodness. In and out again. This is ridiculous.
The shots are just not connecting tonight.
That looked so good, too. Like, words cannot describe what is going on right now. In and out again. It just keeps happening on both sides of the ball. Maybe it's the ball, too. Roosevelt with it. Grant wide open. Layup. And it's good.
There we go. Now we get a point. There we go. Now the ball goes in.
Maybe the curse is gone.
Maybe. We're just going to sit here and hope. Making the score 15-11 now. Beal City at the top of the key.
Thielen with it. Gets it to Gross. Gross kicks it out to Longton. Longton trying to set up something. Gets it to Dodak. Dodak gets it to Gross. To Scully. Back to Thielen. Thielen pump fakes. Drives in. Kicks it out to Longton. Longton's shot is blocked or tipped. Dribbles out. Gets it to Dodak. Puts up a jumper. No good there. Just short. Peyton Grant trying to set up something. Gets it to Roosevelt. Grant, other side once again. And we're going to get an and one.
There we go. I believe the curse is gone. With 17-11 now, Peyton Grant at the line to shoot for one. It may be 18-11. We will have to see here.
And we'll see if she can convert this three-point play. But right now, it just looks like all that we needed to do was give to Peyton Grant down low just so she could score and get this curse lifted.
Agreed. Now we got a timeout here with 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Now, Tommy, if you were down there in Beal City's huddle, what do you think will be happening down there right now?
Well, I think he's going to be saying something like, okay, girls, we're playing all right on defense, right? But we got to establish our offense. I mean, right now we're having shots, but they're not good shots, you know what I'm saying? We have to get down there. We have to run the play right so we get a wide open shot, and that's how we'll get these points. Right now that's what we're struggling with, and we got to get this going.
Especially with the big word, starts with a C, communication. You're definitely going to need that dialed up even more as well.
I definitely feel there's been some miscommunication for both these teams. Oh, I got a little tongue twister right now.
You're a rambling, man. It's all right.
Grant's free throw is good, converting the three-point play. Gross is leading up the court for the Aggies. 40 seconds left in the first half. Gets it to Thielen. Thielen driving. Grant was there, though. Longton going. And we're going to get a double dribble call right there. And it's going to be McBain ball now.
With 31.2 seconds left, it's tight. I mean, it just seems the tension between the two teams is also dialed up here after this timeout.
And right now it definitely seems like they don't want McBain to get any more points as they are just trying to press, but we broke that immediately.
I didn't see a press, to be honest with you, Tommy. I didn't see one. I mean, how fast McBain broke that was crazy.
Yeah, that was fast. Eisinger with it. Ferdine now. Gets it to Grant. 10 seconds left in the half. Eisinger for three. No good. Rebounded by Roosevelt. Roosevelt puts it up. No good. Longton with it. Dodak throws it up. No good. It is short. And that's going to be the end of your first half. Your score, 18-11. McBain up by 7.
And we will see you after halftime.
If you're looking to settle down in beautiful Central Michigan, look no further than Arrow Homes. Family owned and operated since 1972, Arrow Homes offers an innovative process of home construction that saves you money and time without sacrificing quality. Their top-of-the-line construction workers have 15 years of experience building homes. You can see some of their work on their website. They are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them at 231-328-4318 or in their website at arrowhomes.com.
McLain Transmission and Auto Sales. Transmission repair and vehicle sales in Northern Michigan. Locally owned and operated. Being a member of the community means that we take pride in the work that we do for our neighbors. You can expect honest and expert service from us. Every repair, every sale, every time. Servicing Cadillac, Lake City, Manton, Mesick, Big Rapids, Traverse City, and surrounding areas. Located on 2730 South LaChance Road, Lake City, Michigan. Call us at 231-779-1394 or check out our website at McLainTransmission.com.
Northern Truck Service, established in 2015 by John Skierbeck. It's a full diesel mechanic shop that can do anything from changing a light bulb to a full rebuild. With a stock of most parts, they can get you back on the road in no time.
Reedy's is a family restaurant on Main Street in McBain. Their menu has something for everyone from kids' meals and pizza or burgers to their entrees such as grilled salmon, grilled tilapia, pasta dishes, and the best barbecue ribs or chicken around. Tuesday through Thursdays, Reedy's is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, they close at 9 p.m. And Sundays, they are not open at all. Food for your mood. Here at Shepherd's Agency in downtown McBain, we are your local and trusted source for all your insurance needs. We truly appreciate our clients and we work hard to provide them with the best coverage at a fair price. If you're not already a client of ours, contact us and let us see what we can do for you. Call us at 231-825-2411. Stop in the office or visit us online at shepherdsagency.com.
Come shop at the family-owned Lakeside Ace Hardware, where you'll always leave satisfied. We pride ourselves at giving customers top-of-the-line products such as Benjamin Moore paint, Traeger grills, Uni ovens, and much more. We provide great tools from companies like Milwaukee and DeWalt, but our best product is our customer service. Our friendly staff is always happy to help you get what you need to make a perfect house better. The price is always right here at Lakeside Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
And welcome back to some second half action. This is the Varsity girls basketball game against the Beal City Aggies. Your current score is 18-11, and we're about to start the second half.
Starting off the second half here, we have number 20 on the Aggies, and that'll be Salisbury.
And now it's going to be Leppert. She tries to get it to Locke. Back to Salisbury. Down low to Longston. Puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Breckengilde. She gets it to Peyton. Peyton to Chelsea. Chelsea to Roosevelt. Little tip pass. Grant gets it back.
With those tip passes, you almost want to make sure, like, the defenders around you have no chance of taking the ball.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, when you had two there, the odds just were completely against you a little bit, and unfortunately, that's what we just seen.
And deep three right there by Beal City. No good. Rebounded by Locke, though. And now we're going to get the rebound off that missed shot. Once again, Peyton Grant is leading the offense for the Ramblers. Just trying to set up the offense, trying to get some scoring going. Chelsea Eisenga with it. She gets it to Breckengilde. Back to Grant. Eisenga tries to get it to Gildy. We're going to get a kick ball as Longston kicks the ball. And once again, we're underneath, and I feel like that's happened a lot tonight so far, Cade. What do you think about that?
Fortunately, seeing us underneath Beal City's basket, I mean, it's been a lot. It has truly been a lot of the time. It's just with McBain attacking so aggressively all the time, and then they ended up on Beal City's side of the court. Beal City gets a little frustrated and does whatever they can to try and stop them. But unfortunately, with trying that hard and making some mistakes with it, it can cause you to just completely fall apart from there.
And it looks like we're going to get a reach-in foul right there. I don't remember who it was on, but Beal City's going to be underneath now. Salisbury with it. Gets it to Leppert. Kicks it out to number 21, Johnston. Rebounded by Gildy, and she gets it to Grant. Roosevelt with it. Gets it to Eisenga. Eisenga back to Grant. Down low to Roosevelt. Puts it up and is fouled. Now she's going to shoot two.
That's one thing you want to make sure when you're defending. You want to make sure your feet are planted. You don't want to always jump, because when you jump, you oftentimes get a foul called upon you.
No, I agree. And right there, Carl Dottie, he just wanted them to set up the play, and they did. And they followed all his instructions from while him yelling on the bench. And doing so, they got to the line and just scored a point right there with that free throw.
With doing so, that'll make the score 19-11 now. Roosevelt looking for 20. She gets it.
And that's going to be her 8th point of the night, and she's doing pretty good so far. Number 4, Thielen gets it to number 24, Leppert. They're going to try and get it down low to number 20, Salisbury. She loses the ball, and Eisenga gets the steal for McBain. Tries to get it to Gildy, loses it. Eisenga gets it back, gets it to Kate Crick, and she gets it to Grant. Grant going down the court. Tough layup, and we're going to get a foul. And Peyton Grant is shooting two.
And getting there from the junior, Chelsea Eisenga. She may have made a mistake there and almost caused Beal City Aggies to get a stolen ball. But she dove right in there to recover that ball. That's where that grit comes into play. When you have grit and when you have that on your team, it can go anywhere. You feel limitless almost as a team, and you feel like you can make these goals and you can go achieve them.
You know, you said the word grit, and first thing that popped in my head was the Detroit Lions, but
Yep. No idea. Yeah.
We're not going to go there.
No, not right now. Love them, but we do have a love-hate relationship sometimes.
Yep. And now Thielen's going to be bringing it up the court. She gets it to number 24, Leppert. Passes it back to Thielen. Thielen drives. Kicks it out to number 20, Salisbury. Salisbury drive, puts up a floater-ish shot. Rebounded by Kate Crick. And now Peyton Grant is going to lead up the court once again.
It was quite particular to see that kind of shot. There was like some kind of finesse to it almost. Like you said, kind of like a floaterish shot.
That's definitely a tough shot to hit. Grant with it. Back to Chelsea Eisenga. She drives. Kicks it out to Gildy. Gildy, tough shot. Rebounded by Roosevelt. Roosevelt puts it up, and it's good. Nice put back right there.
Now, those shots are always impressive to see. When you don't even need a backboard, you can just toss it right up there, and it'll just lay in the basket. And those are really nice to see.
Thielen to Locke. Locke shoots just short. It's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say McBain ball. And I'm honestly not sure who hit it or what. Maybe it didn't hit anyone, and I guess it's going to be McBain ball.
With Eisenga taking it out of bounds, trying to look for Crick or Grant. Gets it to Crick, who then gives it to Grant.
Peyton Grant is going now. Making some moves. Gets it to Roosevelt. To Eisenga. Eisenga for three. Just short. Rebounded by number 24 of Beal City, Liliana Leppert. Jumper, and it's good. And that's a nice jump shot right there. Like, it catches the defense off guard, because what happens is when you're going for a jump shot on a fast break, they're expecting you to do up, so they're just running. And you can't, like, stop your feet as fast on a jump shot, whereas, like, because they get to, like, just straight up jump into a shot, basically, while you're like, trying to run, and then you have to, like, plant, try and come back to the ball, and it's just hard to guard.
It's like you're trying to shift from fourth gear all the way back to first. I mean, to do that, it takes a while. And it's unfortunate to see, especially when you're the player running, trying to defend them, and then they all of a sudden do that. You almost, like, say to yourself, like, oh, gosh, darn it. Because it's right in your face almost. There's nothing you can do. It's mind trying to tell your legs to stop running.
No, I agree. It is going to be McBain ball underneath, however. And there is a little press going on from Beal City. Crick gets it into Eisenga. Eisenga just blows past the defender and is taking it herself. She picks up her dribble and gives it to Grant. Peyton Grant, tough shot, no good. It's gonna go almost out of bounds, but Bricken Gildy tries to save it, but they're gonna say she landed her foot out of bounds.
It was good effort there by Brecken Gildy, trying to get it right back into her teammates there, but unfortunately it did not connect.
Thielen with it. Gets it to number 2, Lakari. And they're going to say travel on the play, and it is going to be McBain ball.
Gildy almost recovers herself there just by playing that tough D we've been talking about all night. That's one thing McBain's known for, is their tough D on basketball. And right there with Brecken causing her to pick up the ball like that and travel, that's huge.
And a tough pass right there by Kate Crick, trying to get it to Roosevelt, but it was blocked. And now number 20, Salisbury, is going. Gets it to Leppert for 3, no good. Rebounded by Gross. Gross gets it to number 2, Lakari. Lakari to Salisbury. Back to Leppert for 3 again. This time no good as well. Rebounded by Grant now. And McBain is going up the court once again. Roosevelt with it. Gets it to Eisenga. Grant for 3. No good. Rebounded by Thielen. Thielen going. Gets it to number 20, Leidy Salisbury. To number 2, Lakari. And Beal City loses the ball. And Grant making some moves. Tough layup, in and out. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be McBain ball.
Grant trying to lay that layup in nicely with a little bit of finesse after two Aggies were right on top of her. Unfortunately, her in the basket did not connect. And now we have some subs coming in.
Here goes the play. Roosevelt gets it. Driving in. Gets it to Peyton Grant. And now they're setting up the play. Elena Isinga tries to pass it down low to Roosevelt. It stays as McBain ball. And just already 2 minutes left in the third, actually. Wow, I did not notice that. And McBain has a 10-point lead. But really not too much offense in this game. Honestly, a lot more defensive play. And now they're going to say it is Beal City ball off a little miscue right there by the Ramblers. Number 20, Leidy Salisbury leading it up the court for the Aggies. Driving in, kicks it to number 11, Locke. No good right there. Rebounded by two people, and it's going to get a jump ball right there. They're going to say McBain ball from the jump. And Beal City once again pressing, just trying to set up something. Grant is going. Almost a double team. Gets it to Elena Isinga. Down low to Kate Crick. Layup, no good. Tries to fight for the rebound, does not get it. Leidy Salisbury going in. Kicks it out to number 21, Macy Johnson. She tries to drive in herself, and we're going to get a foul right there on Caitlin Crick.
Caitlin trying to play some tough defense there. It doesn't, unfortunately, when you have that player drive at you as you're trying to keep your feet to move with them, it can catch you off guard. And most of the time when you get caught off guard, you try staying with that player, and unfortunately you might grab them and cause a foul.
And right there, just a basket good for the Aggies. And now Peyton Grant just hustling up the court. Gets it to Elena. Elena for three. No good. And number 1, Dakota Dodak gets it to number 11, Locke. Locke, floater, no good. Rebounded by Dakota Dodak. She gets fouled on the putback, and she's going to shoot two now. And there's been a lot of putbacks so far tonight.
There has.
But so far, there hasn't been too many, they haven't finished too well with either of these teams tonight. But getting to the line has definitely helped both these teams, as I think the free throw percentage is over 50 for both these teams, which is really good considering high school basketball.
Right. Right now, I think with the score getting closer and closer to McBain's lead, closing that gap, I think both of these teams need a little bit more communication. For Beal City, they need a little bit more communication on the defensive side of the ball here. And for the Ramblers, a little bit more on the offensive side.
I agree. However, they have been playing decently well offense in the past few minutes. Right there, Elena Isinga tries to put up a tough shot, but it gets blocked by Salisbury. Excuse me. She goes up, gets it to Dodak. Dodak dribbling around, gets it to Johnston. She gets it to Gross. Gross tries to pass it. It's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say Beal City ball, as it must have rolled off
Ayla's foot, I believe.
But now they're discussing whose ball it is.
Still Beal City.
I can hear a little bit of communication right now from these teams. Just trying to set up something. But right there, a miscommunication by the Ramblers, but luckily Gross missed the shot. And now, I believe Ayla Ferdinand got fouled, and that's going to be the third foul from the Beal City Aggies in the third with about 18 seconds left.
Now we got 3 and 3 on fouls here. And with the score 23-17, the gap seems to be closing. But to end out the third quarter, we have 15 seconds left.
Grant off the nice pass. 8 seconds, takes it in herself, kicks it out to Crick. Crick for three, no good. 3 seconds left. Gross passes to Locke. Locke's shot is after the buzzer, and it's not going to matter anyway, as she missed. And that's going to be the end of the third period. Your score, 23-17, a really close game.
The gap has indeed closed as the Beal City Aggies have seemed to be coming back as communication is on the rise. And now we have that quarter timeout. I bet you the Beal City coach here is now given that boost that his player needs to try and keep this comeback going, to try and get them to take the lead again. And with the Ramblers, I believe Coach Dottie here is trying to get with them here and say, listen, guys, we've been doing pretty good, but we need to be doing even better. We need to keep going. We need to put the pressure on more. We need to talk more, and we need to make some of our plays here work. We need communication, and we need to keep putting forth all the effort we're given. We need to make sure we stay on our guys as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Like, they're just trying, because last game it was the fourth quarter, and it was definitely a really close game, just like this one.
Yep.
I mean, there was a little bit more scoring in the last game, but right now, this McBain team has to finish. That's their goal, as he's saying right now. I think. I think he's telling them, listen, last game was a close game. We could have came down and finished. This time, we have to do that this time around. We have to come around and finish.
Yep.
Now, obviously, McBain has a couple more fresh bodies as of this time, as there's been a lot more substitutions, I believe, in this game. Gross, dribbling around, gets it to Dodak off her legs, and a funky bounce. And Locke gets it for Beal City. Brianna gets it to Gross in the corner, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds off a weird little bounce right there off the hoop.
Once you get those weird bounces off the hoop like that, it's almost hard to grab right onto the ball because you never know what that ball's going to do. You never know how fast it's going to go or which direction.
Well, as I like to say, there's also you also get some sweaty hands too. It's fourth quarter, you're kind of nervous, and obviously you're just sweaty because you're working, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the gym is pretty hot, in my opinion.
Yep. We do indeed have a hot gym.
And it just doesn't help because it causes you to just struggle offensively. But right there, nice little pass and catch, and a good basket right there by Shanna Maloney.
Especially some good moves in the paint down below, making it where she can get a nice open shot and lays it in for two.
A little floater, no good. Rebounded by Beal City, but the shot was no good on the putback. And Peyton Grant just snapping some ankles right now. Doing a little shimmy, shimmy.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Elena Eisinger with it. Gets it to Kate Crick. To Shayna Maloney. Maloney drives. Gets it to Ayla Ferdine. Back to Kate Crick. Kate gets a screen. Grant with it, trying to set up a play. Ferdine down low, puts up a two, and it's good. A nice move right there.
Good post-up move there by Ferdine, making the Ramblers score a bit farther ahead, making it 27-17.
And that's a tough shot because that angle, you have to pivot to just about the perfect spot, and you honestly can't really see like where you're gonna pivot to. So you have to just pivot to the right spot just to be able to get the nice little touch off the glass.
You do.
Grant with it. She's going. Looking to set up something. Gets it to Elena Eisinger. Eisinger gets it to Kate Crick. To Maloney. Maloney kicks it down low to Eisinger. Eisinger puts up a two. No good. Tries to get her own rebound. She does. Gets it to Maloney. Maloney kicks it to Crick. Crick loses the ball. And Beal City's going to get it off a steal. That steal was by Liliana Leppert, and now she's going up the court.
A little bit hectic down there in the paint as it just was rolling around for a little bit as each player's trying to grab it. There's a lot of hands moving around with that ball.
No, I definitely agree. Like, I struggled to say those names that fast. We got a little foul right there as just like a little floater shot. But right there, you got to take the charge, right?
You do.
And instead, she just kind of stood straight up.
Right.
But you go,
No,
Kate.
no. You go ahead.
But as I was going to say, like, over here, I don't know how I said all that without struggling. But now you can say what you want to say, Cade.
No, that was pretty fancy in how you didn't struggle there either. I mean, that was awesome. But one thing is charges in those scenarios. I remember Mr. Copeman talking about this. Charges can change games. Charges can change players from driving into the hoop. Because once one player gets a charge, it really keeps them out of the paint for a little while because they're scared of getting another one. And right there, that would have been very beneficial if they got a charge.
And also, like, sometimes if you get a really good charge in a really crucial game, like I remember, I think last year we had a charge in the Beal City homecoming game last year.
Yeah.
On the boys varsity.
Yep.
And, dude, the crowd went nuts.
It was awesome. It was a great experience, especially sitting down there on the bench. I mean, I was not a player, but being a manager in that scenario, I mean, tensions are high, and you're just, it's awesome feeling down there.
Roosevelt gets it to Maloney. Maloney to Ferdine. To Roosevelt. Roosevelt to Eisinga. To Grant. Grant, deep three. Just short. Roosevelt, nice rebound. No good on the putback. Tries to get it back. Puts it up again. And this one's good. Looks like a little injury. And that one's Liliana Lepper. I'm not sure what happened. Looks like her wrist or forearm of some sort. And it might have been a little finger issue, too.
Yeah.
I did see that Roosevelt did have a box out, and then after that, I saw her kind of hurting a little bit.
Yep.
But don't worry, we all have it covered. We have an ice machine at our school. We have some ice bags. So she'll make sure to get some ice.
And to the athletics director, Sean Motor, I did see him run off to help out, too.
But it's definitely good sportsmanship. I feel like whenever someone gets an injury,
Yep.
like especially even in the NFL too, anyone just, they all just, sometimes they take a knee or something, and then they always just pay respect to the athlete. Like I watched the DeMar Hamlin injury live,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and everybody was on the sideline taking a knee. I thought that was really cool.
Well, just recently, I can't remember who it was, but on a football field in the NFL, there was a quarterback that got injured recently, and then one player, I forgot who it was, kneeled right away and started praying for him. I mean, that's when it comes into sportsmanship. When the other opposite team does those things, that's what sports is truly about.
I think that was Trevor Lawrence, and then
Yeah.
I believe it was a D lineman
It was a D lineman, yep.
of the Bengals, who I think tackled him too.
Yep.
He tried to help him up, and then he took a knee as he was hurting. But Trevor Lawrence, I believe, did play, so that's good. But back to this game and basketball action.
Yeah, not football.
Roosevelt gets it to Maloney. Maloney, tight D, gets it to Ferdine. Ferdine to Roosevelt. Eisinga to Grant. Back to Maloney. Gets it to Eisinga. To Roosevelt. Ferdine. Tries to get it down low. It's stolen by Salisbury. She loses the ball, though. Gets it to number 10, Gross. Lauren trying to set something up. Gets it to number 2, Lauren Lakari. Now number 4, Aubrey Thielen has it. Number 21, Macy Johnston, wide open. No good on the 3. And it goes out of bounds. McBain ball.
Now, right before Beal City got the ball back there, they were playing really strong defense, making sure the Ramblers stayed up on top of the key. I mean, it was a struggle. But, struggle.
As you struggle to talk.
It was, yeah.
No, they were just trying to make sure you weren't even able to just do anything.
No.
Like, they didn't want you to dribble. They didn't want you to pass it down low. They just making sure you couldn't do anything. Right here, though, Peyton Grant's wide open down low, and she gets the two-pointer once again.
And once again, it's Roosevelt and Grant. Just, I swear it, they're right on the same mind track right now. Just complete teamwork right there, keeping an eye on where each other is and the communication in it, too.
Thielen drives in, floater, in and out, rebounded by Peyton Grant. She's dribbling out, with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Your score right now is 31-18. And right now, McBain is struggling offensively. But right here, Chelsea Eisinger shoots a 3, which is short, and it's going to go out of bounds and be Beal City ball.
As Mackenzie Zeiderveen checks in the game for Ferdine. It'll now be 2 minutes and 8 seconds left.
Number 20, Leidy Salisbury, dribbling up the court with 2 minutes left in the last period of the game. Gross driving in, floater again. This time it's good, and that's going to cut the lead to 11 points for McBain. Eisinger's with it. Gets it to Grant. Back to Chelsea. Gets it to Roosevelt down low. She's fighting. Puts up a little move. Just short, and that's going to be rebounded by the Aggies. Number 20, Leidy Salisbury going. Driving in. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Mackenzie Zeiderveen. And Peyton Grant is going up the court again with about minute 15 left with a 11-point deficit. Now, this game is still within reach for the Aggies, but I believe they're going to try and melt some clock here for the Ramblers.
As the Beal City coach is telling his players to get up closer and foul and stop the game in order to get some time for their players. As Caitlin Crick will now take it out for the Ramblers with a minute exactly left on the clock, with Ramblers 31 and your Beal City Aggies 20.
And their coach he just tried to help their players trying to help their player. Oh my gosh, I can't say this.
It's all right, Tommy, it's words.
He's trying to help their players keep the time on the clock, enforcing a foul, since the new rule is once you get 5 fouls, you have to shoot free throws.
Yep.
But right now, these last 2 seconds have been fouls, and as soon as they get to the line, it's either a miss or a make, and it's tough to get the rebound. And a little incident right there happened, but they're going to call travel on Grant, and now it's going to be Beal City ball.
Right there, that's tough right there. I mean, with the defense just right on top of Grant, she almost lost her balance and had really nowhere to go.
Gross with it with 50 seconds left. Can they come back from 11 points? Thielen drives in. Shot's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Kate Crick of McBain. She's going, picks up her dribble, gets it to Grant. Grant does not get fouled. She's dribbling around. Trying to snap some ankles. Oh! Trying to make sure no foul happens. Gets a screen. And they're finally going to call foul with 25 seconds left. And this is still an 11-point deficit.
That was crazy. I mean, Peyton Grant, she's got some skills right up her sleeves. I mean, wherever she goes, she can make a defender go the entirely different direction. And it's just awesome to see.
And that's some of the AAU ball.
Yep.
That some of these players have. I know she does that. And it's definitely showing right now.
And that is a great program to help players get better. It's awesome to see that there is programs out there that do exist that can help players.
Yep.
Because there is some players on this court, especially seniors, maybe they don't want this to be their last time on the court. Maybe they want to continue through high school and after. And that's where it comes down to learning these skills and becoming better at the game.
Eisinger's first shot is just short, but keep in mind it's still an 11-point deficit, and that's at least a four shots minimum to come back. But there's only 25 seconds, so I don't even know if it's possible.
Right. Well, never know.
And Zeiderveen gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line now due to the new rule. I'm going to say this now. I think the game's over.
I do agree with you there. I think it is with 21.7 seconds. You know, yeah.
I just can't see it.
There's no miracle happening here. I don't think so. I mean, I'm one that believes in miracles, but I truly don't see one here. This isn't like the the Vikings back in football when they had that entire miracle there at the last minute. This won't be like that entire situation.
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
Because they need 4 threes at least. And here's a jump shot, and it's good, but I don't think it's going to matter. 9 seconds left. 5 seconds. 3. And I think that's the game. Your final score is going to be 32-22. McBain wins by 10, and that's going to be the varsity girls' first win of the season, and that's a good win right there.
And starting off, they will now be 1-1. That's not a bad place to start at all. You can keep improving from there and keep getting better. And good job to the Beal City Aggies tonight. Great game between the two as the score is 32-22. We appreciate you all tuning in. I'm Cade Weaver.
And I'm Thomas Maloney. And just remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel to keep up with this content and continue to watch our games. And we're going to be signing off.
Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful